All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to Plantbased Homestead Prepper, where we make prepping fun. In this video, and I forgot to put I'm gonna try to attempt to put this microphone in. I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not. It might be too late since I've already started, but we're gonna test and see if it'll work. Oh, let's see. Like it and bam. People quick about going around you. All right, hopefully that makes it better. Audio is better. So, hey Tara, I'm gonna do a sound check with this microphone. Let me know if you hear this tapping. Great. Let me know if you hear that or not. If not, I'm just gonna disconnect it because this doesn't make any sense for me to have it. I plugged it in after I went live. Anyway, reason I'm out and about, I am on call. I just get a phone call about, it's always some crazy stuff at my job. But, yeah, so I'm out to go and take care of this problem. The phone has been ringing all day. Well, all weekend, because yesterday I took off. And I still had to work because I had to answer the phone and dispatch things to take care of stuff. And then, let me see here. Good evening. I can't see her. Some great. I can't see what it is. And Linda, hey Linda. Just a couple good lives. Tara, let me know if you can hear that tapping or not. If not, not a biggie. Nice. So yeah, I'm headed out here now. It is right now 8:10. So I probably got about a 35 minute drive. Your connection is horrible. Oh, that's because, you know what? That's because I don't have any. What is that noise? Oh, you know what? Yep. That microphone, it is. I think this microphone has gone bad. And that is the one that is bad. I'm glad you said that. Thank you. That should have cleared it up. Did that clear it up? What is that noise? Yeah, so I'm headed out here now to go and take care of this crazy problem. And this is another reason why, both of my jobs. That's why I know things are getting back to normal in the country, because both of my jobs annoyed the crap out of me this week. So, hey Gabby, it's Gabby TV. Yep. So that's how I know things are getting back to normal, and I forgot how much I enjoy the abnormal of my life much better than the normal, because they ran it like bad, because it's just interesting, and it's things like this that happen and take me away from Jennifer and whatever, and it causes me to really start soul searching and seeing if I have the intentional fourth worth of doing what I need to do to get this business off the ground, up and running. Because this person is gonna get run over out here. Oh my goodness. They're trying to cross the street, one of those little hub around things. It's a 4-lane highway out here. They made it though. And of course they're doing it while the walk thing is like, don't walk, So anyway, how are you guys doing? Hey Estella, how are you doing? Yeah, I forgot this. I gotta change this mic out. I think that mic is bad. So hopefully I remember when I get back home to put a new mic out here, because I know a lot of times we have, when I'm in the vehicles, we have background noise from the roads, and I watch the replays. I'm like, golly, the road noise is just horrible. So anyway, we were just going over the day today. I was joking with Jennifer, and then the phone rang. She went out to let the dogs out, and then the phone rang, and had to leave out. So, here's another hour and a half, 2 hours left. I'm leaving out, which is cool. This is overtime for me. It's just, it's just an annoyance, a nuisance. And then when the seasons change, we get a lot of AC calls because people are switching their stuff from heat to AC. So of course, we get calls because they can't figure it out. A lot of the times, that's really what it is. And then a lot of times, it's because it's been in heat for 6 months, and trying to switch it over to AC real quick instead of just going to off, let it chill out for a while, and then go to AC. You blow some circuits, you blow some capacitors and fuses and whatever, and then I got to call the AC guy in. So I'm glad you're doing well. How is the weather and temperature in Minnesota? It's Minnesota, not Minnesota. Minnesota. How's Minnesota? And let's see where everybody's viewing from. Where you guys? Let's see, we got Virginia in the house. Looks like we have Georgia, Minnesota. I don't know. We got several folks on here. I guess everybody hadn't checked in yet. And this is like my third live today, so I was like, I got drive time. Might as well get on and see how you guys are doing. See if anybody will jump on with me. And I was pleasantly surprised that you guys are hopping in. So the saga continues with Jennifer and I looking for homes. We went past a while ago. We had to go pick up somebody from the bus station, so we were out, and I was like, "Hey, you want to go check out XYZ address again?" She was like, "Sure, we over here." So we went and looked at it again, and the second look wasn't exciting for me as the first look. The second look was like, oh, okay. I turned down the street, and a lot of cars on the street, and I'm like, dang, there's a lot of cars on the street, Which is, that's cool. That's the prerogative, but I just don't like that. What are you doing, sir? You're looking all around. Just speed up. I got this. Today it is nice. The temperature right now is 63. It got up to like 85 today in Virginia. What was y'all's high? 70? 72? 816. And I gotta go deep out in Virginia Beach too. So, I gotta leave my house, go through the beach, and then drive deep into Virginia Beach. But I got news to this lady. Come Monday, I'm gonna file a report on her because I don't like the way she's doing the roommate out here. So I'm gonna have to do some paperwork. But I'm gonna do it because he doesn't deserve, what's happening. So I feel it's my necessity, or I feel it is a necessity to do what I'm going to do. Actually, I want to make a phone call right now, but I don't want to bother anybody else during the weekend. But I definitely want to make a phone call. I may send an email when I get back home, so it will be forwarded to the proper chain of command and management, so we can get the ball rolling. Because I'm gonna do the best I can to get this person out of here. And it's nothing personal. It's just that I know that the other person does not deserve what they are having to go through constantly with this person living out here. So, and this guy's been in our housing for like 20-something years, and they keep putting people out here that they shouldn't be doing. And I, in my humble, honest opinion, I really believe, and I'm gonna talk to the person who's making these decisions, and I'm gonna ask them if they would allow me to give them my input on putting people together. Because I'm in these houses all the time, and I know these people's personalities. I kind of know who's gonna gel with who, and who won't gel with somebody else. And unfortunately for him, ever since this other person's been out here, his health has been declining like crazy. As a matter of fact, the last two people they put out here, the first, well, it's not this person now, but the last person that they had out here, definitely should not have put that person here. They were so bad that they kicked her completely out of the program. That's how bad she was. And they should have done it when she left the last house before they moved out here. And I can see a difference in his health starting then. And then when I found out they was putting this other person out here, I'm like, what are they trying to do? Kill this poor guy? Just crazy. The high was 65. 85 is really hot here because we have a lot of humidity. Oh wow. Cool. So anyway, yeah, it just bothers me because this guy that lives out, he's one of my favorites. And not because of any particular reason, just because he's so nice. And he's one of those people who are genuinely nice. And I hate to see what's happened to him happen to him. That is really bothering me. So I'm gonna do everything within my power, which I have very limited when it comes to housing. But I'm gonna do everything within my power to do the proper paperwork to get this person. I'm not trying to get them evicted, just trying to get them relocated. I wish they would evict them completely out the program. Because this is the second house that they've been in that I know of, and they tend to cause problems. Sorry about that, y'all. I really truly need another. I need another cradle for the vehicle. But I really truly believe that they're not a good fit for our program anymore. I think they're too far gone. To be honest with you, I think they need more care than we can give. Or I think they need to be in one of our 24/7 houses. I truly believe that. Now that is my humble, honest assessment of this situation. So anyway, it is what it is, y'all. I really didn't have any new news. I didn't have any old news. I just hopped on just to see if you guys would actually listen to my ranting and raving. My rant. So is anybody even on here? I can't see anybody right now. Are you guys even with me? Is anybody with me? Is anybody out there? How was your day? What did you do today? No, you can't save them all. That's true. You cannot save them all. And I believe this is one that's not even worth trying to save anymore. Oh, Gabby's here. All right. Did you work on your grandmother's t-shirt? Please, Gabby, work on that t-shirt, please. Please. We are here. Okay, cool. We got our first super chats today. We did a show this morning and did a photo shoot. I'm about to post pictures. Really? Did you get made up? Did you dress up? That's gonna be interesting. Where you gonna post pictures at? Or just send them to my phone so I don't have to go search. Cause you got so much social media. She got It's Gabby TV Instagram. She got It's Gabby TV Facebook. It's Gabby TV YouTube. Pilgrimage. Gold Rush. And Stop Sign. All those are new social medias y'all haven't heard of yet, but this chick got them. Do you have a Kick account, Gal? And if you do, if anybody knows what Kick is and what Kick does, let me know, because I've been posting on Kick, and we're not getting any kind of. Oh, okay, other kids. Oh, that's right, Gabba's babysitting today. I forgot. So that's awesome. Good for you. Yay. She's making that money, y'all. So I'm making pretty good time, actually. Let me see how long we've been on. Been on 13 minutes, so I'm about 5 minutes from taking the exit, and then from there I probably got another 10 or 15 minute drive depending on how traffic is. And we've been going about 14 minutes, so I'm making pretty decent time. Only because it's late and there's not really a whole bunch of traffic out, which is awesome. I'm going to post it on Facebook and IG. Okay. And this is another reason. Well, a lot of times when I got the phone, we don't plan stuff because that was the VDOT worker Jennifer that he was assisting somebody on the side. He was going to put some gas in their car. That's the dude that go to the church. You can't miss him. He's such a big dude. You can't miss him. He's a gentle giant though. He's probably like 6'6", 320 pounds. Dude is huge. Huge. So let me ask you guys a poll question. How, on a percentage level, in the next 6 to 8 months, how many How much of a percentage do you guys think that people that are buying brand new cars right now, new cars, what's the percentage do you guys think that people are going to get them repossessed? People who are going out buying cars right now. I'm going to say 50-50. I think it's going to be 50% of people going to start getting their cars repossessed in probably anywhere between 3 to 6 months. That's my guess. What say you? What do you guys think? What's your poll answer? All right, we got 30%. All right. Karen says 90%. 90%. That's pretty high. Got 45%, 75%. That's pretty high. Okay. That, you know what? That's you guys are all over the place. I said 50-50, 30, 90, 45, 75. I mean, that's kind of, nobody really is consistent in the numbers. 60, okay. Oh, that's Zumbria. Hey, Zumbria. How you doing? RD says not sure. Yeah, nobody can be sure. I try to do these poll questions, keep you guys engaged, just to see what y'all are thinking. All right, on a percentage level, how much more, because we already have, like, a lot of you guys know that or not, but a lot of people are going through foreclosure before this even happened. On a percentage level, what percentage do you think the foreclosures are going to go up from this, or up or down? Do y'all think? And if you think it's going to be down, give me a negative. If you think it's going to go up, just do a positive number. So from this point on, moving forward, what do you guys think that the mortgage or the foreclosures in this house is going to do? I would say more people right now are probably just not thinking, Michael Best. 90% because most won't be working soon. People buying cars right now either wealthy or stupid. Yeah, I think you're right about that second, but I don't like the word stupid though. I would say not making the best choice. I can't stand that word stupid. Oh, got it. And it's a backstory on that. It truly is. But I agree with you. And remember this: wealthy people usually don't go out and buy brand new cars unless they're buying something exotic like Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bentleys, maybe Aston Martins, Maseratis. Maseratis really not even. That's not even exotic anymore. Cause hell, I can go to Virginia Beach and get a Maserati now. They're so cheap. At least double. Okay. I think the foreclosures are going to go up. It's only going to be so long that the banks are going to be willing to work with folks. It's only going to be so long before they're like, okay, hey, you know what? This is just... Especially people who were doing bad before this happened, before the pandemic. I mean, you may be able to... I don't know. It's just... It is what it is, y'all. We're blessed. We're blessed. We're fortunate to both kept our jobs. Texas Roadhouse is open, and it looks like it is open for sit down. Wow, that's crazy. All right, so it's about 10 minutes out. Making really, really good time. We're 19 minutes in. So yeah, I said about 30 to 40 minutes. So that's the average trip. Just got on the phone with someone who doesn't know when to get off the phone. Like 2 hours and 15 minutes. See, that doesn't ever happen to me, Night Collector. Unless I want it to happen. If I, now me and my mom, we be on the phone that long. But anybody else? Nah. Cause I'll be like, hey, you know what? I appreciate it. I got to go. Good Lord, 2 hours and 15 minutes of talk time. God, that's a lot. But you know what? Right now, in this time, people need friends. They need friends. They need family. They need somebody to talk to. It's so you did a great public service, Knife. A great, awesome public service, and we appreciate you for that. Cause you just don't know. You don't know what people are going through. They are saying that they want the stimulus to pay out for a year. So what does that tell you about the job market? It's not coming back. Hey everyone, hope all is well. Yeah, I keep hearing that, you know, they talking about doing this $2,000 a month, and then it was like $2,000 up front and $1,000, and this now it's a $1,200 stimulus. We talked about that earlier. That's not going to pass. So I would just tell you guys this: if that stimulus does happen, make sure you bank as much of that as you can. Okay, unless you buy you some land. Maybe you can find your owner financing, you know, property. Get yourself another, you know, a house or another one like Jennifer and I are doing right now. Pay off all of your debts. Definitely pay off your debts. That's back in 19 when I told you guys that's what we were in the process of doing. And we started on that journey. Our debt freedom date was in February initially, and we had to put it back. As you guys know, we did it, you know, was it latter part of April, I think. Oh, congratulations on being debt free, RD. That is awesome. New kind of America coming, I think. You don't have to think about that, it is. And who saves more money and shops less? I believe you on that. I truly believe you on that. So hopefully, a lot of folks are predicting the fiat currency crash too. I got a call the other day from a buddy. He's like, man, blah 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 blah, and you can take your money, you can turn it into real money, which is, you know what? And I was like, bro, gold and silver, yeah, I know the deal. Man, you need to get in this business with me, blah 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 blah. I was like, oh man, I'm already in there. And he was so excited. He's been in a couple things with me before, and I felt bad about telling him I was already in it. But you know, right now I'm just not. That's just not where I am. As far as yeah, congrats on that, RD. Yeah, I'm just not there. I'm not there as far as I don't have the energy, I don't have the patience, I don't have the time, I don't have the list anymore. I used to have such a huge network. I mean, 10 years ago, that was my arena, y'all. It was nothing for me to get on the phone with. You know, I would call, and Jennifer will tell you, 10 years ago, I can get on the phone and schedule a conference call tomorrow night at 7 p.m. and would have 20 to 40 people on and sign up 10 to 20 of them first night, being in a network marketing company, and we'd be off to the races. You know, I don't have that anymore. We had that, and we built a huge network, and we got scammed out, and ever since then, yeah, it just wasn't there. Same time, I'm scared because one bad health crisis and debts again face me. Yeah, that's the way we live, Michael, unfortunately. All right, so I am almost at the location. Let's see what time it is. 23. Oh, I made really good time. I never get out here this fast. Yeah, congratulations, Michael. And I know you guys had told me that, you know, early in the week, but you know, you never can be too debt free, and you never can be congratulated too much for that and on that. So, you know, look at this rabbit just sitting right here in the yard. All right, buddy. Thanks for moving. All right, so we're gonna go over here and see what we're going to encounter now. This is going to be very, very interesting. I'm gonna keep y'all live because they ain't no telling what the heck's gonna happen tonight. No telling, because I was like, why would you call the police on, you know, for a matter like this? Oh, but I said, okay, I'm on my way, and she hangs up on me. We are almost debt free. We have 2 vehicles to pay off, hopefully by the end of the year. Well, good deal for you. Congratulations. Keep it going, you know, and never ever give up. Because it's going to be some challenges. There are going to be some times you're like, oh my God, this sucks so bad. Why am I spending my money to do this? I understand what you meant when you said 2-0. I got it. Lord have mercy. I hope I got my drill. Because if I don't have my drill, I'm about to have a really hard time. And then I'm going to have to try to find it because I don't know where my drill is if I can't find it. Alrighty, it must be in the back. Back here somewhere. I apologize for turning my back to y'all, but you're going to have to understand. Somewhere out there is still a one high. Alright, put y'all on the tripod that I was talking about earlier. I don't know how many of y'all caught the show earlier, but Jen and I were outside doing so much. And I'm so proud of her. She did something that 2 grown men could not do. And then it's clear off our back fence of all the weeds and stuff. This man be out here working with his car all the time. He do not play. Alright, so here we go, about to make contact. This could be interesting. It will be. I can tell you that straight up. Uh-oh. All right.
Hey, Robert.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay, the policeman said that Rick is crazy.
Okay.
That's what they said.
Where's the knot?
There.
Okay.
So he said that he gets calls about this house.
Okay, no problem. I got it.
What happened exactly? How did that come up?
Well, these new locks that we have, this happens from time to time. It's more my fault than anybody's because
That's okay.
when I put it on.
I'm not worried about it. I just want to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna try my best to make sure it doesn't happen because. Yeah. You guys got it nice and cool in here.
Yeah, I was hoping that it would get some springtime before summer, but
Yeah, that's good luck on that. That's not happening anymore. The seasons are the seasons.
that looks like that's just really easy.
It is.
How's that? It just comes off, gets too loose or something?
Yeah, it probably when I first installed it, it probably wasn't catching properly.
Oh, okay.
So now it's on there pretty darn good. Yeah, it shouldn't come off anymore.
All right, thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
Yeah, and all is good. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Take care.
You too.
Do I need to call the popo? If you want to, I mean, what's going on in our house? Call the popo on those loud damn dogs you got who run out in freaking the street, just runaways. Yeah, that's it, y'all. I mean, I knew what it was. I knew what happened. I knew that the other day. I kind of felt like this was gonna happen when I put the knob. We're getting these new knobs from the locksmith, and I don't like them. I wish they go back to the old ones, and I'm sure it is a business decision because these are probably cheaper, which they are cheap locks. I don't like them. I've complained about it several times because the knob will just, it'll come off. And that's what happened here, but I made sure it was good and tight. Cause I don't want to call his name, but poor guy, I feel sorry for him. I really, truly do. All right, let's see here. I don't know if you remember that. Team 2, I never heard of that. Do I need to call it poo-poo? Y'all so crazy. On damn interesting folks you work with. I don't know if y'all could hear the conversation. I was hoping y'all couldn't hear the conversation, but that's the kind of stuff I deal with every day, all day. And I'm more of a mental health worker than I am a maintenance guy any day, because that's what we work with. We work with people who have, mental health. I don't even want to know what to call them. Issues, challenges, whatever. But she answered those. She's like, yeah. When the police got here, they said we get calls at this house all the time because so-and-so is crazy. And I'm looking like, ooh. And I just, it goes in one ear and out the other, and I don't know if y'all heard me, but I was like, yeah, where's the doorknob? Because I'm there for the knob at, 8:30 at night. I'm not there for a counseling session right now, you know. And y'all see, I let them talk to me, and while I'm working, I do what I'm doing, and they like, all of them love touching me. It used to freak me out. Now it's just like, okay, they're touchy-feely. I did have to go off on one lady though, because I was doing something. This is back when I had my long hair, and she's like, "Oh my God, Roger, you have such pretty hair." I was like, "Don't you ever touch my head again. Don't ever do that again." And it just came out. I just snapped on her. Because, I'm like, nobody rub my head. What the heck is wrong with you? I don't know you like that. You don't know who I'm married to. That girl is crazy. She will come kick your beep, beep, beep. You're listening, Rod? Okay. So anyway, yeah. So I'm more of a mental health worker who was thrown into this. Not thrown into it. I'm a trained laborer, maintenance person, whatever. Fix anything in the house. But at this company, they throw you into these mental health situations, and you have no clue how to handle them. Zero clue. I remember the first time this guy went off on me. I was in the middle of changing out a faucet on his sink, and this guy goes freaking left field on me and throws me out the house. I didn't know what to do. My boss had just had her baby at the time, so I called the person who was in charge. I'm just gonna say that. And they get on the phone with the person like it was gonna make it better, and they made it worse. You better tell them, baby. Nah, that was, and I've gotten comfortable with being uncomfortable around these folks. But that was just, that to me, that I don't mind, because they're always, "Oh, Roderick, blah blah," and they're touch my arm, touch my shoulder, touch my back, okay, whatever. But when she touched my head, I went slam off on her, slam off. Don't you ever do that again. I mean, and it was a knee-jerk reaction because I wasn't expecting it. Because I'm doing whatever I'm doing, I'm not paying attention, and I'm like, "Oh, Roderick, don't, no, what the world? Are you crazy?" Yes. I don't ask that question because But anyway, do y'all have any questions? Yeah. Okay. Let's do question and answer time period. Do y'all have any questions for me? Somebody asked me something. Give me something to talk about because we got a 30-minute trip and I'm taking it a long way. I'm not going back through the. For me, it's quicker to go to interstate and then come this way. Going back home, it's better for me to just make the full circle. So Jennifer knows, she knows about where I am. I'm on Farrell Parkway. I'm gonna go past the old Walker Estate, so I'm going home that way. And I might hop on the interstate out here, and then I'm still gonna go to. It's still a long way. Yep. Good Lord, what a big bird! It looks like a pterodactyl. Not really. Maybe it was a baby one. Maybe it was a small baby pterodactyl. No questions? Man, you got some quiet tonight. I don't think we do lives this late at night on Saturday night. Usually on Saturday night we're chilling. We're watching a movie. We watched that oh God, what's the name of the movie, Jennifer? How does it end? How did it end? We watched that. I had seen it before, apparently fell asleep on it. Jennifer had never watched it. We had put it on one night. I guess it was late. And that's a pretty good one right there, y'all. That's one of those end of the world movies that you never find out what the heck happens. Baby one, laugh out loud. Y'all funny. How did you end up in Virginia from Texas? That's a good question. Okay, why do I do what I do? Is that the question? I'll answer that one first. I do what I do now because when Jennifer and I was homeless, I've always had this vision of being involved in real estate. Okay? How it all ends. Thank you. So I've always had this vision of being in real estate, but I never wanted to go get my license and sell houses. I always wanted to get involved in real estate, get in and flip. Okay, because I always heard it, $30,000, $100,000, you can make a ton of money flipping houses. Yay! So when we were homeless, I answered a Craigslist ad one day because I sat and thought, and I was like, what is the fastest way? I mean, when you're homeless, you got a lot of things to think about. You think about all your failures in life. And it's like, how can I get into the real estate game starting from the bottom, which is a question I had never asked myself, starting from the bottom and eventually get there. And I didn't care how long it took me. So I was like, I can take a maintenance job. That way I can learn how to do I can learn everything I need to learn to fix a house. And then when I finally get my hands on one, I won't have to pay anybody to fix it. At least I can save myself all that labor. So I answered an ad one day. The first ad I saw, attention, helper wanted, maintenance person, blah blah, experience. And I had experience from the military. I didn't have experience doing everything I'm doing right now, but I had some plumbing experience, I had some little electrical experience here and there, and blah blah blah. So it's funny. I called it the ad, the job listing, and the gentleman who answered, they transferred to the guy who had put the ad up. His name was Richard, and me and Richard hit it off over the phone. He's like, well, why are you applying? I was like, I need some work, bro. I didn't say it like that. I was like, well, sir, I'm looking, I need a job right now. I'm looking for, a job. And I said, ultimately, I want to get to the point where I learn real estate and, eventually get to the point where I don't have to pay anybody to fix the houses. I can do it myself. And, and I told him the whole story. He's like, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. Matter of fact, how soon can you get here? Now, mind you, this was a Friday. I was not dressed. I was in shorts, t-shirt, whatever. That was a Friday. So, and the crazy part about it, we only had one car at the time. I'm telling y'all, we was struggling. We were homeless. But Jennifer still had a job, fortunately, thank goodness. She was driving my car at the time, back and forth to work. I didn't have a ride, so I would go and work at my dad's house every day. Basically, what that consists of, us sitting around and BSing all day. And then I was like, hey, I got so excited. I was like, hey, can you run me up to say? He's like, yeah, no problem. So he took me up there, waited out in the car. It was myself and this other guy that showed up. And this guy, I could tell it was just something about this other guy. He had on a white button-down shirt, white dress shirt. It was short sleeve. He had a tie on. He had some he had on some slacks, and he had on we call them church shoes, but you guys probably call them dress shoes. And he had on some white tube socks. I looked at him, I was like, and he was all. You could tell this dude was working all the time because his hands were greasy. Guys who work on mechanic works and all that kind of stuff. They're always, they never get that oil off their hands. So we're both sitting there, fill out the application and y'all, I've been in sales all my life. So if I'm trying to think if I've ever interviewed for a job and didn't. I don't think I've ever interviewed for a job and didn't get it. So they come out, it's like, okay, well, who's first? And I had gotten there slightly before I was like, why don't you go ahead and go? Because I knew if I was last between the two of us, I was going to be the last thing they remember. I was going to be the thing they remember all weekend, and I knew that I would get the job. So he goes in, he comes out about 10 or 15 minutes later. I go in, I don't come out for like 35, 40 minutes later. Because basically in an interview, I'm going to tell you guys the key to an interview. If you ever go and try to get a job, especially, one that you really want, you really need to conduct that interview as though you're interviewing them. Okay? I'm going to say that again. You need to conduct that job interview for you as though you're interviewing them. And I questioned, because Richard was already living the lifestyle I wanted to live. He was in real estate already. He owned apartment complexes. He owned this huge car dealership a car repair shop. So I looked at him like, oh my God, this dude knows. And I wanted it not only because I needed that job, but I wanted it because I knew this guy was a wealth of information. So he told both of us, he's like, look, we're interviewing people, but I'm going to make a decision Monday. He's like, and I'm gonna call you either way. So weekend goes by, I can't stop thinking about this position because I was like, dang, I'm gonna be able to work apartment maintenance, which means I'm gonna get a conglomerate of experience, and then I'm gonna be able to work for this guy. And he's like, I like you because you were honest. You told me you didn't have a lot of experience, but you seem like you got some good damn common sense. I was like, well, I'm gonna tell you, Richard. Okay, we was on first name basis. He's like, just call me Richard. I was like, can I come in, Mr. Richard? Blah, blah. He's like, no, call me Richard. I was like, okay, Richard. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not have a lot of experience. I have some electrical experience. I got some plumbing experience. But I'm gonna tell you this. I got some good damn common sense. And he just started asking me. He's like, okay, well, if you were gonna do this, what would be the first thing you do? I'm like, I turn off the power first. He's like, perfect answer. He said, if you're gonna do this, what would you do? I was like, I'll turn the water off first. He's like, okay, good. And then after that, he's like, I was like, he didn't even ask me if I had any questions. I was like, I got some questions for you, because I was very intrigued about his life, how he had done it, and I sat there and interviewed him because I didn't know if I was ever gonna see him again. So I was like, let me ask you this. You tell me about this apartment complex thing, and you tell me about this real estate office that you guys have, and obviously you own this. I was like, how in the world did you get where you are? He started telling me, he's like, my dad did this and such and such, and when he died, he left this for us and left that for us and blah blah blah. And that really started burning in my heart to really truly leave legacy at that point. It's still, I remember that Rod said in a previous video that he was in the military, and while he was in Virginia, he met Jen there. No, that's not actually accurate. I did move here because of the military, but I didn't meet Jennifer while I was in the military. You're close. I met Charmaine in the military. Charmaine's my first wife, and yeah, I'll tell you guys that story too if we got enough time, because I'm still on Richard. So anyway, weekend pass. I cannot stop thinking about this guy in this position. So I can't wait anymore. Monday morning, I waited until 11 o'clock. I said, if I don't hear from him by 11 o'clock, I'm calling him. At 11:01, I'm picking up the phone and calling him. He answers the phone so quick. He's like, Roderick? I was like, yes, sir. He's like, I'm just about to call you. I said, well, I guess I need to find out. I guess I'm calling to find out when I start. He's like, you start tomorrow. I was like, I'll be there. What time? He's like, 8 o'clock. Boom, be there, no problem. He's like, bring your tools. Oh God, y'all, this is the funniest part of the story. Jennifer and I go out. We might have had $30 between the two of us, and we probably had borrowed 20. We go to Walmart, and I still had that 2 bag. I still had the first 2 bag that I started this career with. We bought a 2 bag. It's a green Stanley 2 bag, and we filled it up with about $20 of Walmart's cheapest tools that we could find. Looking back at it, it's funny, but at the time we were so serious. So when I report to work on Tuesday, Richard like, okay, let me see your tools. So I opened up my trunk, because I think at that time we only had that one car. So I was dropping Jennifer off at where we was getting up so super early. So I was dropping her off at work, and I had to, get to work by 8 o'clock. We would get up super early. But you do what you have to do, even though you don't want to, in order to get where you want to go. So, he's like, let me see your tools. He opened it up, and this man did everything but laughed in my face. He's like, I tell you what. He said, you don't have a drill? I said, no, sir. He said, this is what we're going to do. Y'all not going to believe this crap. I can't make this up. How about we do this? How about you use my truck and you use my tools in the back of my truck. As long as you clean up my truck every day and you put all my tools back every day. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. So I worked for him. Richard was a true butthole to work for. He was a plethora of information, and I do think that he fell in love. He and his family fell in love with me. And they looked out. He started me out at $12 an hour, and he's like, after 90 days, we're gonna reassess and see how you're doing, and I'll give you a raise. I was like, okay, cool. So after 90 days, we were talking. I said, hey, Richard, it's 91 days. He said, yeah, let's talk about this raise. He's like, you have effed up this, and you have effed up that, and you have, and he told, this dude had like a photographic memory. He could remember everything I had screwed up. And I remember the first job he gave me. He's like, all right, go into this apartment and change out all the outlets. Y'all, I hadn't changed out an outlet ever in life. Yeah, at that point in time, I had never changed out an outlet. It literally took me all car for Home Depot. So I went to Home Depot. I was so bad at what I was doing, y'all. He told me to put white outlets and white switches and white switch covers and white outlet covers in my apartment. Okay, you guys know what I did? I bought beige because I was so ignorant and I did not know that the white outlets were right next to the beige outlets. He comes in after the day, and we had this guy that worked there. His name was what was his name? He didn't like me. He felt threatened. I learned later he felt threatened by me. Kent, that was his name. Kent came in to check on me, see how I was doing. He's like, you know those are tan, right? I was like, yeah, I couldn't find white ones. I like, you think Richard gonna be mad? He's like, he's gonna be effing pissed. And sure enough, Richard came to check on me about 4 o'clock. He was effing pissed, and he let me know it. First day on the job. He let me have it. He let me know it. He called me everything in the book. And he's like, tomorrow you're going to carry your ass back to Home Depot. You're going to buy some white outlets, some white switches, some white covers, and you're going to do all this S all over again. I thought I was going to get fired. That was one time I thought I was going to get fired. And then another time, I had done a floor. And man, I had only done one laminate floor up until that point. So I did it by myself. And Richard was a perfectionist. And I think, and I appreciate that now, because I'm a perfectionist now on my job. Because if it's not right, I redo it until it is right. And when I have guys that come work with me, they can't play that. I mean, I'm not a butthole to them. I'm like, hey man, listen, on this job site, I mean, when I have jobs and I hire my subcontractors, they can smoke, but they can't smoke inside my houses. I don't let them drink. I don't let them do it's just certain things that you can't do on my job site, and you got to do the job right. I don't care how much time you take. I'm gonna give you a job. I'm gonna tell you what I want you to do. God bless it, and I want you to do it. Okay. But anyway, that's a long story of how I got involved in what I do. Now, how did I get to Virginia? I was running away from my mother. Okay, true story, and she knows it. And if she watches this video, she'll know. I was 19 years old. I had been preaching since I was 11. I was one of those kid preachers, and I'm talking about serious kid preacher. Big time in the church, kid preacher, run revivals, do youth services. I mean, do Sunday morning service. It was nothing for me to do Sunday morning service. And I did that from age 11 until age 19. I didn't have a childhood. I've been grown since I was like 10. Honestly, literally, I'm telling y'all the truth. And I was doing everything my mom told me to do. She's like, you need to go to junior college. get your associates, and then you know you can become a probation officer. You make pretty decent money doing that, and blah blah blah. The final straw for me, and what made me run to the military, was I was offered a position at the, oh gosh, I'm trying to think what you guys would call it, but it's like the main church, okay, of our denomination. I was offered an assistant pastor position where they was gonna put me up in a parsonage. They were gonna pay me weekly. I was gonna be the youth pastor and the assistant pastor of the main church. And I'm talking about, this offer was really, really lucrative. And I was like, 19 years old, pastor? No. I didn't know it at the time, but I was going to be groomed to take over the whole organization. I mean, you're talking, gosh, a lot of churches. So I was being Purple Rabbit doing a 24-hour live stream in a few minutes. All right, we'll go check him out. So long story short, you know, my best friend at the time, it was Farrell. Y'all met him. We had been talking, and he knew my situation. He's like, man, look, let's go to the Navy. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys. Now, I don't even think Jennifer knows this, but a year earlier, I had tried to get into the Army right after high school. I had gone to go in. He said drama. Yeah, this could be my early life could definitely be a movie. It could probably be a book series. All the stories I could tell. But the previous year, and I've always had really bad test anxiety. I still have it now. Really, really bad test anxiety. And the year before, I took the ASVAB test, fell asleep on it, flunked it, okay? I did so poorly on the ASVAB test that the Army wouldn't even take me. And anybody can get into the Army. All you gotta do is sign your name on the ASVAB, and the Army back then would take you. The Army was like, there's nothing we can do for you, kid. I'm sorry. And I really want to go into the Army at that point in time. So anyway, Farrell's like, man, let's go to the Navy. I'm like, Farrell, man, I can't even pass the ASVAB to get into the Navy, you know. He's like, man, you're gonna be fine, bro, whatever. So I go take the ASVAB, and I did all this behind my mom's back. It's so funny. I took the ASVAB. We sat down with the recruiter. Recruiter fell in. Everybody always falls in love with me. You be married? What do you mean? So then the recruiter's like, man, what do you want to do? I was like, dude, I want to fly helicopters. That was always my childhood dream. I was like, I want to fly helicopters. He's like, man, we got an excellent helicopter program. All you got to do is do this, do this, do this, and bam, you'll be flying helicopters. I was like, bruh, sign me up. So I signed up. He's like, okay, you're going to go to MEPS on this date. All right, cool. So I don't think Farrell and I went to MEPS together. I can't remember. I mean, you guys talking 20 plus years ago. Honestly, what made me join the military was to prove to everyone that I was somebody. I was 18 and no one believed in me. I proved them wrong. Yes, sir. I always got nervous with tests and failed them too. I mean, that was a big problem of mine. It took me. I mean, I'm giving you guys a lot of backstory, but it took me 4 times to pass the Virginia State Board for the life insurance test. Ride 2020. All right. I've gone from ASVAB failure to potential president candidate. I'm Roderick Chappelle, and I approve this message. Donald Trump has done what for this pandemic? Donald Trump has done what for your household? And then there'll be a cut to me. I'll make sure that every house has either a chicken or some potatoes because we're meatless, okay? So for all my vegetarians out there, I'm gonna make sure you have potatoes. And then the crowd just starts, ah. And for all my meat eaters out there, I'm gonna make sure you got a chicken in every pot. And this stimulus, when we get this stimulus passed, I'm gonna make sure as soon as it gets to my desk, we're gonna pass this stimulus. I don't know how we're going to pay for it, but we're going to pass this stimulus. And then everybody, and then, blurb at the end, vote Rod for 2020. Hi, I'm Roderick Chappelle, and I approve this message. That sounds so crazy. Not going through the hood. I remember taking the asphalt test. Yeah, the asphalt, the second time, I was really motivated. Even though I know it's all if you put it on a test, I feel it. Oh my goodness, Karen, it can't be that bad. That bad. All right, so we're about 3 or 4 minutes from home, y'all. I'm gonna end this abruptly, but I just, those are good questions. Thank y'all for asking, and I could go on and on and on about stories of how I got involved into, the career path I'm in. We're just not, listen, I've been doing this, you gotta be kidding me. What in the absolute? Thank you for calling the maintenance emergency line. How can I help you? This is Roderick. How can I help you? Where are you? Is it totally destroyed, or will I be? Oh. Well, I don't have any locks. It's going to be impossible for me to do anything as far as locking it tonight. Yeah, I can come by tomorrow and take care of you. Oh, that's no. And you say somebody kicked that's your bedroom door. Okay. And what is it, 56 what? Okay, I'll come check you out tomorrow, okay? All right, no problem, buddy. Bye-bye. He kicked his door in because you know what he said? Let me tell you what he said. He said, I don't know who did it. It wasn't me. Somebody did it. You kicked your door in. As soon as he said that, I was like, yeah, it's nothing I can do for you tonight, because they tell on themselves, Even though Lord put on the test, okay, yes, it's that bad for me. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it too. Oh, Michael Best. You guys, I'm an open book, and some of that stuff I just told you guys, Jennifer didn't even know. I don't think she knew about me being offered that position. You guys, can you imagine being 19 years old and somebody wants you to come be their pastor? Can you believe? I don't want to be nobody's pastor now. That's like my mom. She's pastoring a church. I'm like, and we talk all the time. For those that don't know, I have a bachelor's of theology, which that and a roll of newspaper a roll of toilet paper right now. Give me the toilet paper, especially right now, right? It doesn't mean a hill of beans. It didn't even help me get this job I have now at the church. But when I got ready to go to school, because I was about to lose out on my GIB, I was like, what is the one subject that I know? I was like, let me go get me a Bible degree. I figured that would be pretty easy, and it was. Thank God for Jennifer writing all my papers. She didn't take all my tests, but she definitely wrote all my papers. And the ones she didn't write, she had to rewrite mine, because I hope this dude don't call me back. But yeah, I'm an open book, guys. I've had a very interesting life. I've been to 33 different countries. I've been in church for a very long time. I've seen a bunch of crazy stuff working at this company I work for. I used to sell vacuum cleaners door to door. I've seen some crazy stuff in people's houses. I've had women. Now this is crazy. I remember this one time. Why are you telling all that? I had this appointment one time, and I don't know what's wrong with people, but I had a vacuum cleaner sales appointment at this one house. I should get my leads and everything, and we don't know who we're going to see. So it was a random lead, and we used to, in order to get appointments, this is what we used to do. Well, this is what the company used to do. They would run like an ad in the newspaper, and it would have a coupon in it, and like, call this for a free turkey. And we would show up with a grocery store gift card for like $10. And during Thanksgiving time, you can get a turkey for $10, Hell, Thanksgiving time back then, it would be like $5 to $7. So anyway, I go to this one appointment one time. And I ring the doorbell, and the way we would do it, we would always take the air filter in up first, and we take our little display kit. I hit the doorbell. This woman opens the door in a towel. And when she opens the door, she drops the towel and said, oops, my husband's out to sea. And I'm like, I'm dumbfounded, because I'm just trying to sell you a $2,000 vacuum cleaner. I wasn't really trying to get involved, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, ma'am, yeah, okay. And I just left. Yeah, I mean, I've had I've seen some crazy stuff in my lifetime. I think the most craziest stuff I saw, though, was when I was selling vacuum cleaners door to door. That's probably, I saw some crazy, when I say crazy, I'm talking about just funny story after funny story. Now, you know, of course, I saw some sad stuff that is affecting me for the rest of my life in the military. But as far as like funny, ha, we can bust out laughing stories. Oh, military and doggone selling vacuum cleaners. Because people are crazy, you know. By pure luck and desperation, I got to my last 2 jobs because most won't hire me for some reason. But the last 2, by luck and desperation, they love me because I'm a good worker. And that's all that matters, you know. Yeah, we're out of here, guys. I made it back home, thank goodness. And I will check y'all another time. Let me log this time. Matter of fact, I got in the truck and logged all my time for the weekend. And we'll go ahead and attempt to enjoy the rest of the evening with my beautiful wife. It took 12 times to leave the last job because he wouldn't let me go. And my job now, I tried to leave and he said, what am I going to do now? I love you, my friend. You have much wisdom to share. I hope others learn from you. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Love you as well. Love all you guys. Thank y'all so much for being here. As always, I'm sending y'all love. And y'all be blessed. I will see y'all sometime. I'm sure I'll come in tomorrow. Especially since I got to go over here and mess around with this door that supposedly said person didn't kick in. He's probably got to wait till Monday. I'm probably going to just go over there, look at it, and be like, yeah, there's nothing I can do about this until, you know, then send the guy whose house it is over there Monday. Because the door is probably going to have to be replaced. He's like, yeah, the jam looks like it's going to have to be replaced. We don't replace jams, we replace whole doors. All right, y'all be good. Take care.